What does one get an infant? If you're scratching your head, you're gonna wanna stick around because today I am breaking down the best gifts for your baby in the year 2020. Coming up. Hey mamas, welcome back to my channel. And if you happen to be new here, my name is Nicole. I'm a fellow mama. I'm an intentional parenting coach, as well as a pediatric occupational therapist. And this channel is geared to help make motherhood easier on you by sharing tips, tools, and strategies that I've either learned through life experience or through my professional experience. So today I'm super excited because every year for the past 3 years, I have put together the best baby gift guide for that year. So of course, we're doing the 2020 edition. Before we dive into the items I have found for 2020, I just wanna let you guys know that everything I mentioned will be linked in the description box below. Also, if you happen to have a toddler, be sure to check out my toddler gift guide for 2020. I will also link that in the description box below. All right, so I like to start with newborn or close to newborn and then work our way up. So the first item I have on the baby gift guide is the Play Gym set by Lovevery. Now I will say I am Lovevery's newest expert partner, but I have been eyeing this Play Gym set for seriously years, and I was disappointed because when I first discovered this brand, Kai was well into toddlerhood, so the Play Gym didn't make a lot of sense for me to purchase, but I am so excited that I now have a little one who gets to play and enjoy Lovevery products because they are very high quality and they work with child development experts to make sure that your baby is getting the most out of these products. So what I love so much about this Play Gym is that there are different stations that are going to facilitate different aspects of development, and it's going to grow with your child as your kiddo gets older. So as you saw in the clips, Naya is at the high contrast station, kind of checking herself out in the mirror. But then you get to do different sensory activities like squeezing or touching different textures. There's even a teething ring that disappears into a pocket, so working on object permanence. There are just so many different ways to incorporate developmentally appropriate play with the Play Gym set that it's like, if you had to pick one item, this would be it. And also what's wonderful about this set is that it comes with play ideas. So if you're like scratching your head and you're like, how can I use this in different ways to keep this fun and exciting? They literally send you cards with different play ideas, which is just perfect for us sleep-deprived parents. All right, so moving on to the next item, it also happens to be another Lovevery item, and this is the Looker Play Kit. So in addition to their play gyms, they offer play kits, and this is based off your child's age. So what I love about this specific play kit is that it is for newborns, so 0 weeks all the way up to 12 weeks. So in this kit, you're getting 3 months worth of play and play items, which again, were created to be developmentally appropriate for your little one. So instead of trying to recreate the wheel and figure out like, what do I get my kid at 1 month, 2 month, 3 month? Do I need to have like 20 different toys? No, I like to keep it so simple and give you the most bang for your buck. So it's like investing in this kit gets you 3 months worth of play with high quality items that again are gonna facilitate development. So inside, you've got the high contrast card set. So they have a simple set and a more complex image set. There's a wooden black and white book. They even have travel items for you. So when you're traveling, you can take these high contrast cards and put them in the placeholder. That way you can do tummy time anywhere. You don't have to have the gym. You don't have to have a specific area set up. They really thought about everything. So love this kit. And again, everything is going to be linked below if you want to learn more. All right, guys. So next on my list is a rainbow nesting and or stacking set. So I've seen these now for a couple of years, and there are a lot of different brands that make this specific type of toy. So, this is just one that I found on Amazon that's easy for me to share with you guys so you can just quickly check it out. But what I like about this from an OT standpoint is it's teaching so many different skills to your little one. So we talk about nesting, and that essentially means placing a smaller item inside of a bigger item, right? So they're having to learn spatial awareness in bigger versus smaller. So this is again for your older infants moving into toddlerhood, but they're gonna start to see how these pieces all relate together. And they're going to learn how to balance items as they stack items one on top of another. I just thought that this simple Montessori inspired toy set is a great one to get when your little one is little and they can grow with it into toddlerhood. Okay, next on my list is the Monkey and Mouse Canvas Swing. Now, I am not married to any of these particular brands that I'm sharing, so if you find something similar that's from a different brand, by all means check it out. But this was one that I found that seemed to get great reviews and looks high quality. I actually ordered a similar swing for Kai when he was an infant through Etsy. And so I haven't figured out how to link all these different sites, and I honestly don't know if I even have that specific link for the one that I purchased, but it's similar enough. And why I'm putting an infant swing on the gift guide is because sensory modulation, sensory regulation is really, really important to introduce from a super young age. So, you know, you guys are rocking and swinging your babies when they are upset, they're fussy, they're crying. You might even have a specific piece of equipment that does it for you. But I like the swing because it's much more interactive. Like you're pushing your baby, you're, talking to them, you're smiling at them. And so in terms of child development, that social emotional connection is much higher from a product like this that requires you to be there and interact with your baby versus maybe just putting your kiddo in an automated swing set that's doing it for you, right? And again, this is something that's gonna grow with your baby. Kai used his swing well into 2. I mean, I think the weight limit on this is pretty substantial. I wanna say greater than 50 pounds, maybe about 50 pounds. So depending on how much your kiddo weighs, you can use this for quite some time. And again, as I mentioned in the toddler gift guide, this is something you could use indoors or outdoors. So depending on the weather or where you're at, you can set up a 360 swivel anchor and put it inside your child's room. That would be great. Or maybe you set it up out in the backyard. It's just something that we've really enjoyed as a family. And I thought it'd be a great gift idea to add to the baby gift guide. All right, last but certainly not least on this year's baby gift guide is the Wee Wee Yurka Climbing Arch with Ramp. I've seen this brand's products, again, probably for the last couple of years or so, and it's like, they're so beautiful, and it checks all the box for me as a mama and as an occupational therapist. And in the year 2020, with COVID and limited outdoor play, I really am all about creating an indoor gym set where your kiddo can get their gross motor skills met, their fine motor skills met, vestibular, proprioceptive, we want them to get the same great experiences of climbing on play gyms and learning how to balance their body on different pieces of equipment. So how do we recreate that in the home where your little one's going to be safe from, everything that's happening externally? And now is a great time to introduce this brand and their set because I haven't seen anything quite like it. So it is a bit on the pricier side. And again, this is like for our late infants moving into toddlerhood. But I love this. It's the perfect size for them to learn to climb. And when you're learning to climb, you're learning bilateral coordination. So that's basically learning how to coordinate both sides of the body. They're working on dynamic balance, right? So as they shift their weight one way, how are they activating different muscle groups so that way they can stay upright and not fall off the equipment? Going up the ramp and then going back down the ramp. Again, you're using different muscle groups and they're building strength and endurance. So this brand has actually a bunch of great products to facilitate the indoor gym. They've got ladder swings and all different types of things, but I wanted to highlight this specific product because I think it's a great one for our late infant babies moving into toddlerhood to start with. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed these products. I like to keep it super simple. I don't want to put 20 items on a list for an infant because I just don't think it's necessary. Although I do want to provide different options for you that I think are great choices, even if you were just to pick one. And maybe your family members go in on one set or, one piece of equipment for you and your family. But I want it to be high quality and I want it to be something that is going to last and your little one can grow with. So I hope you found this useful and helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.